Hi boys and girls, today we're going to be starting a clay coral reef sculpture. Start by breaking off a piece of clay and rolling it into a ball. We will be making a pinch pot for the base. Once you have a round sphere, then take your thumb and push it into the middle. Wiggle it around to make a hole and then start pinching. Pinch and turn, pinch and turn. This hand will hold the clay like a cup while the other hand keeps pinching and turning to form the pinch pot. You want the sides to be even all around and not too thin since this will be the base. There, that looks good. Let's add a little water to smooth out this crack. Now let's use some of these tools and press gently into the clay to create some textures. I'm going to start by rolling out some coils to create a starfish. Okay, I think my starfish looks pretty good. Now it's time to attach it. So I'm going to score it, which means making little X's into the surface of the clay using a stick, and then add some slip. Slip is just watered down clay that works like a paste. Now go ahead and firmly press it on. If it's not pressed on well enough, when it dries, the clay tends to shrink, and so the starfish will pop right off. Now I'm going to draw into the clay and create some details. Next, I'm going to make some seaweed. Start by rolling out a sphere and then press it down into a pancake. Use a wooden tool to cut out some long wiggly shapes. Then bend back the bottom to make a little foot. This is where you'll score it and then add the slip. Don't forget to make sure it's firmly attached. Notice how I wipe my finger on the cup to get the excess slip off. Now I'm going to add some really tiny pieces, so I'm going to use some vinegar instead of slip to attach these pieces. I'm going to be making a group of sea anemones. Make a small pea-sized sphere and then use a toothpick to create a hole. Roll it on your board a little to make it longer. And then use the vinegar to attach it. Let's add a few more. Now let's work on adding a shell. Break off a piece and roll it into a small sphere. And then press it down into your board to make a small pancake. Now shape it how you want it to look. Use a wooden stick to draw some lines to create the details for your shell. Now it's time to score and add some slip to attach it to the base. Make sure you score both pieces. And then make sure it's firmly attached. Here's another way you could make a shell. Next, I'm going to roll out some coils. Now let's attach these to my base. I think I'll use this necklace to add some more texture. Next, I'm going to work on a little sea creature. You usually start out everything by rolling out a ball and then rolling the ball into a coil. This will be his mouth. Now let's make his eyes. Since these are so tiny, I'm just going to use the vinegar to attach them. Now let's find a good spot for him. I think his neck is just a little too long. I'm going to shorten it just a tad. Now I'm going to use this garlic press to make some more seaweed. Clump it together and then attach it to the base. I have one more open spot. I think I'll add one more detail. I'm just rolling out another thin coil and then pressing it down to flatten it. And then I'm going to bend it back and forth to create some coral. Don't forget to score and slip. There, have fun and be creative.